on to the next session, our next session is going to be handled by Professor Dr. Balakrishnan Parasuraman, University Malaysia, Kelantan, Malaysia. The moderator of this session is going to be Dr. Ganeshan Shanmugavelu, Senior Lecturer, Institute of Teacher Education, Hippocampus, Malaysia. I call upon Dr. Ganeshan to introduce about our resource speaker today and be the moderator of this session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Risha. Thank you, Risha. Good evening, India. I think it's around 7:45. Is it India?
7:10, sir.
7:30. Yeah, Malaysia already 9:45. Selamat malam, selamat datang. Welcome to all the participants for the session, 1 week international virtual short-term course on soft skills, emotional intelligence, and effective classroom management. This is the 4th day. We started on the 24th of October. So it will be ending this Saturday on the 30th. And it's a wonderful day. Thank you, Dr. Kana, just now for your slot on reading. So now we have Professor Balakrishnan Parasuraman, the very prominent figure for this conference. And he's the patron of this conference, of this virtual short course. And I think people in India know him very well because we have been doing a lot of courses, short courses, conference, webinars, workshop throughout this year, almost every month. Okay, let me introduce Professor Dr. Balakrishnan Parasuraman. First, his profile is very long here. Let me read so that we know who is Professor Bala and what is expertise and so on. So his academic background, Professor Dr. Balakrishnan has a PhD from University of Wollongong, Australia, Masters of Science in Human Resources and Industrial Relation from UK, and he studied his undergraduate degree at University Science Malaysia, Penang, did his Bachelor of Social Science, where I was studying there also, and coincidentally, Prof. Bala is my 1-year senior at University Science Malaysia during our undergraduate degree. And also we have another friend here, Mr. Jagdeep Singh. He's also Prof. Bala's junior, my buddy. And Prof. Bala also did his diploma in education in Malaysia, and also has advanced diploma in coaching and mentoring from the Ministry of Human Resources, Malaysia. And he also has a certificate of higher education from University Malaysia, Sabah, okay, in East Malaysia. This is academic background. Let us look at his career now. He has more than 25 years of experience as a school teacher, as a lecturer, senior lecturer, associate professor, and he was promoted to full professor in 2013 at University Malaysia Kelantan, where he is working now. And he's also a founding head of International Office, University Malaysia Kelantan, former director of Industrial Linkages and Collaboration Office, ILCO, University Malaysia Kelantan, advisor for Bursa Saham Student Club, UMK, University Malaysia Kelantan, and also Deputy Director, Student Affairs, University Malaysia Sabah from 2010 to 2011. Besides that, Prof. Bala is also a member in the Technical Committee of National Consultative Wage Council in Malaysia from 2011 till now under Ministry of Human Resource Malaysia. He is also the co-chair, Workers' Participation Study Group, International Employment Relation Association, ILERA, International Labour Organization, ILO, based in Geneva. And he also has a lot of research grant from ILO, World Bank, European Exchange Fellowship, University of Bocconi, Italy, and also from University Malaya. And the best part is he brought 1 million ringgit Malaysia, 1 million grant to University Malaysia Kelantan in 2017, and also industry research grant in Salkra in the state of Sarawak, Malaysia, matching grant UMK, University Technology Petronas, FRGS, ERGS, Japan Foundation, Korean Labour Institute, Ministry of human resources and minimum wage research, 2014 until now. Besides that, Prof. Bala already published I think more than 30 books, academic books. Most of it are on human resource and industrial relation, and also published or written more than 200 over articles in refereed journals, including Scopus and ISI, proceedings, book chapters, magazines like Dewan Economy in Malaysia, Dewan Masyarakat, and many more to name it. Okay, it's too long. Anyway, I have to read his profile to show who is this person is all about. And he's our patron for this international short course. He is also invited. He was invited as a visiting research fellow at University of Groningen, Holland, visiting professor, University of Indonesia, visiting research fellow at University of Wollongong, Australia, and also visiting professor at Wako University, Japan, besides, I think, in Korea, in Philippines, in Thailand, and many more countries, and also in South America, in Peru, as what I know. He told me. And then, he's a very prominent figure in the television in Malaysia, especially TV3 and Astro Awani. Always was invited as panel expert of TV and radio talk show, either in Tamil program or Malay program and English program. And he's also a key person in the national minimum wage policy under Human Resource Ministry in Malaysia. So this is all about his profile. Actually, many more. Okay, his topic today, and not forgetting, is also the founding president of Malaysian Industrial Relations and Human Resource Association, MIRHA, who is the co-organizer for this international short course, where I'm the assistant secretary for him. And his topic today is on industrial collaboration will improve the competency of education leadership. Okay, this is a very important topic. So over to you, Prof. Bala. It's your session now. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ganeshan. I don't want you to highlight so many things. I don't expecting that. I'm a very humble person. I'm here to share, and thank you very much to our today MC, Japlet Resha, and followed by Dr. Ganeshan as a moderator. I believe most of the participants today come from the academic background. Some of them academic, some the school teachers, some of the young students, and some are DBA, PhD, and so on. So today, you can see the number is increasing now. I think a lot of my students from the PhD to the direct to the DBA, Doctor Business, MBA, Masters, and also, of course, undergraduate. And we got various races in Malaysia. You can see the names all there, Malay, Indian, Chinese, and so we are like brothers, sisters, okay? And I think I would like to say good evening, and Indian time, I think around 7 something, here almost 10, go to 10 o'clock, but still all of you, still stay with us. And I really hope that you can stay and patient with me another few minutes, to share. I would like to share here. And I really thanks to Dr. Frank Jason, because Dr. Frank was the man behind, and with the Dr. Regina, okay, both of them, the two person I really appreciate, together Dr. Ganeshan. I think Dr. Ganeshan also one of the main person running this workshop for many events. And I'm really thankful to Dr. Frank to bring MIRHA as a co-partner. So MIRHA will be launching next year. I hope some of you can attend, maybe online or maybe physical. With a big launching will be do. I hope that the Ministry of Human Resources and the key person will come to launching. Once we launch, we will be internationally, we're going to run a lot of many conferences, especially we are linked direct to ILO in Geneva. And we have professors who are from the various continents of the world will be joining us in this MIRHA. So this is actually my baby who was waiting for 20 years, and the baby already born. Now we have to grow the baby on that. And I really thanks to Camp Combrain and Lavender Little Club with the help of to collaborative. We are working as a team. All right. So basically, because of we have a lot of various group of people, I believe that the topic that I'm going to share is actually very important for all of us from the different level of people. So I'm really thankful to all the participants here who are really coming. So let me share my slide now. Dr. Ganeshan wants the slide. Let me know one.
Okay, sure, Prof.
Okay. Is it okay? Can you see that?
Okay, coming with.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right. So thank you very much. I hope there's no sound like yesterday. Hopefully there'll be no sound. So once actually I was for the industry for a long time. Every time I always think that university, school, and even industry work together. So in the past, we're talking so much on the university and industry linkages, but we never think about that the industrial linkages with the. And so few months ago I was invited by IAB. IAB is a Institute Aminuddin Baki, who trained the principal of the school. I think we got my friend, Mr. Jagdev here. I think he's the principal. I believe he went to IAB to study, and Dr. Ganeshan, I think you know our friends, Dr. Bala, all of them is come from IAB. So IAB Sabah invited me to share how the principal of the school can work together with industry. So I believe that soft skill not only in the micro level, also macro level. So I was given a task to share how to change the mindset of principal, because principal is a key person, a great leader in the school. Once principal fail, the whole school will collapse. That's I believe on that. So the leader is very important, not only at the school level, also the university level. I always say that the university, the leader is a leader, principal is a principal, but when they go down to the teachers and student, they have to change the mindset. So today I'm going to talk about more on the education leadership, because I was in education for a long time, since I was joining as a teacher in high school, and I love teaching. I love teaching and learning. I'm not considered as a professor of the university, but I consider as a teacher. So that's why I got a lot of students doing PhD, masters, and they're coming and they come various background. Some of them CEO of the company, some of them ministers, some of them top CEOs, and then ordinary students and fresh students, different kind of group, different kind of people. We are working together, right? So like today, I was my master student. I play badminton with him. So I feel like I'm so young, He's only 24 years old. He's here now. He's Jackie. He's a Chinese student. So we went with badminton. Before I come here, I play badminton with him. I feel like so like touched with this kind of, how can, as a professor, going down to each level, and that's a leader. This one I'm going to share with some of the things. So this one I'm not going to, but basically before we go in, I think everybody alert, we are in the MCO, COVID-19 era. I think everybody went through the turbulence, especially the principal of school. I know Mr. Jagdev and other lecturers, principal, how tough your life is. I understand how, because I was also vice president of the teacher and parents in one of the school. My kids studying in Kajang. Kajang is in near Kuala Lumpur city. So I was there, and I was there almost 5 years. So I involved directly as a vice president of the parental association. We call PIBG. So in that context, I see that we need to know what's going on. I think the worst scenario during the whole economy of the world, actually COVID-19. I think everybody must understand this. COVID-19, we are actually facing health and also economy. I really thank God. Recently, our government take all the initiative, and they're coming back to normal. Everybody come back to normal. I can see people like going out, having food together, and the smile is there. And the students like to go to school. And this is, I think, what the government take a very. I would like to really thank the Malaysian government to make everybody vaccinated. And in fact, Latin America also want to learn. Last year we presented. This year I presented on the cases on Malaysia. And one of the Brazilian lawyers association take our paper, going to publish as a book, will come out soon in Portuguese language. And this year they invite again to post COVID-19 again the next World Congress. So you can imagine that our talk will be listened to many people. So we are citizens of the world. Don't think that you isolated yourself. You are Indian, you are Chinese, you are Malay. No, we are not like that. We are all citizens of the world. We need to help our nation across the world. I've been traveling all over the world. I see a lot of people in the same situation. Everybody poor, everybody want to come out their life, everybody wants something. So there's no rich country or poor country. We're all in the cities of the world. So in this globe, I put this globe here, we are actually created by God to serve the mankind. So we need to have a passion. When you become teacher, you need a passion, you need a mercy, you need to care for them, caring, and this is what I do all of my time. I always take care of all my students, I put them in the first line, because I think without them, I'm not here today, okay? And the world predicted will be recovering very soon. We are in the stage of recovering. So you look at the Malaysia world economy outlook, at least this give you a scenario for you before I go to the topic in the very serious. So things getting better, okay? All right, coming back to the need. So I think the 1,000 literature already defined what is a leadership. I'm not going through detail, but who is a leader actually? So what kind of leader we want in a school? What a leader we want in the university? What kind of leader we really want to see to transform the nation in the world? We are seriously, everybody's suffering. We must understand, we're all suffering. We're all suffering in terms of economy, in terms of social life, in terms of family life. Today, this morning, I was talking to my MBA student, asking one question: why divorce happened among the family members? Why? People just married. After 1 year, 2 years, they're getting divorced. What's going on? Why the children go to the, all the things, everything? Why? What is wrong with us? What the teachers doing in the school? How can our kids actually, we need to treat our kids as our enemy. So leader actually can influence, can motivate, unable to contribute to an effective organization. So as a principal of the school, what is your role? You should motivate people. That's the first job you do. In the morning, every morning you go, you have to motivate your staff, your teachers, your school students. You have to motivate, think positive, don't give all negative. Teachers must say all the positive thing. Well done, good, go ahead. And the kids will come up and say, I'm very proud that I got all the motivation. Why you use all the negative word? Why you say you're stupid? All these words can make people down. So when I supervise my PhD or master or undergraduate, I always say positive thing. I never put down anyone. And they're very motivated. They want to study very hard. And a lot of my PhD students graduate, my MBA and DBA, they feel very proud. They come back again to me. I want to contribute, proud. Can I come back to your class? Can I share with you? So a lot of my, here got Dr. Nur Kamila, who is a IPG senior lecturer in Kota Baru. She's a scientist actually. She did a PhD under me, very proud. She finished 2.5 years. We got a Dr. Jillian here, Dr. Alex here, all these CEO of the company. They're working worldwide in OSHA. We got a lot of people like Dr. Ganeshan, people like really want to help others. So that's what the leader not just in the organization, the leader also in the family, the leader in the school. Everybody's a leader actually. Everybody in this room. We got about 90, 110 people. The young mind, we have got people, students for 21 years old, all of a leader. When you become a leader, you know what to do next. So leader is to motivate, not only influence. So where is our role now? Why we read so many things on the books on the leadership, but we have failed to bring the nation to the next level? Why we isolated? Why India isolated by themselves? Why China isolated? Why ASEAN isolated? Why we together? Why help each other? So this is the one I really thank to Dr. Ganeshan, brought me to the Dr. Frank and Dr. Region. We work together. We bring all the scholars every part of the world. You can see today, they're all coming. They all want to know. Everybody's waiting for something. Everybody's waiting something. What do you mean that? The leader play a role. So as academic, as a professor, I play a role. I can be selfish myself. Why I need to go with my students? Why I need to help them? No need. I already achieved my life. But how many people really go to the ground and help our students? Our students waiting for us. Regardless what level they are, they can be graduate, they can be school student, they be whoever, it doesn't matter. They are waiting for us. They need our love. Maybe in the house they don't get the love. In a school they need the girl from. That's why the teacher's job is a very, I can say, the very wonderful job. That's why I choose to be. I and Dr. Ganeshan. If we are in the industry, I'm sure we are rich men now. All my friends driving Mercedes-Benz, Audi, and they all rich, super rich. But we choose academic. We choose a stay back academy. We want to stay here to create a lot of value for the student. Okay, so what kind of style do you have? So you can see here, motivating people. Again, the word comes motivating. And we are different leadership style that can influence people. Why we don't motivate people? Why? What happened to us? You achieve your life. You become professor. You become principal. You did for yourself? No. You become principal. You become professor because they are people to make us. There's no student. There cannot be like that. You cannot be in that. You become CEO of the company. Who teach you? The teachers. But you forget the teachers. You just ignore them. You don't even dare say thank you to them. but all my students come back to me. I really, really appreciate. I'm not millionaire, but my students become millionaire. When they come back to me, say thank you. And that's like I can say, Jackie, come back from, I want to do master under you. Even though if jobless, even though you go to very hard life, I want to follow your step. I want to follow you. I say, come and join me, and I make someone for you. So there are a lot of things we think about that. So who is a leader? They are autocratic leader, bureaucratic, charismatic, coach, democratic, servant, transformational, many kind of leaders. I like coach. We need a leader to coach. There's very less people to coaching other people. We only look for the blame, looking for the fault of people. Nobody looking for the problem solving. So we are in the coaching. I was also on the HRDF, Human Resource Development Council. I was appointed as research fellow recently. So I told all the trainers, what you do in training when you go to the outside, you have to coach them. You need to democratic. You need to be. So we have different kind of role we play. Sometimes we need autocratic style. Sometimes not all the time. But sometimes what the leader do? When come to the appraisal, you don't appraise according to what they have proven. I was going through all this problem. They didn't really appraise your ability, your contribution. They go by other factors, which is I don't agree totally. All right. So for me is what kind of model? So I'm thinking like everybody talking about transformational, transform leadership model. We need to transform the nation, society. Why blame the leaders? Why blame the politician? Blame ourselves. Are we ready? Are we ready to change? Example, India. India got talent. You go to America, all Indian. Why in India you cannot do something? Why in Malaysia we cannot do something? Why in China? You look at the Indian community across the globe. They're all the super leader. Why you cannot communicate with them? Ask them come back to India. Help the Indian. We need to remove all kind system, bureaucracy, and too many things. Remove that thing. Go back and change your lifestyle. So we are Malaysia totally different. We are really different. We are in our country. We live peacefully to every nation. There will be some setback and here and there, but in terms of our family relationship, still there. We are improving time to time. So we need to do something. We need to learn from others and keep on going. Okay. So what are the transformational leader? What you have is inspirational motivation. All right. Clear vision. You must know what is inclusion. Idealized influence, role model, walk the talk, enthusiasm, embody values, mentorship, empathy, purpose, strength, innovation, creativity, goals. Do you have all these leadership as a leader in the organization? As a student, is your leader. As a principal, you're a leader. Your academic is a leader. Your lecturer is a leader. Do you have all these skills? So today, I hope after this class, you out from this section, you need to go and consider these. All right, maybe you can snap the photo here. You go to look at put this table, this slide, and look at yourself. Are you there or not? All right. So what kind of personal attribute effective leaders? Personality. Okay. What is that? Self-concept. Leadership by motivation. Motivate to lead others. Again, the word motivation come again, all the time. Why? Because motivation is the inner part. People like to motivate. People like to say something about them. So our students need to be motivated. Tell them everything good thing. You can do this. You can do that. You have all the ideas put together. Tell the good words. If we do that, we ask ourselves. Many of us working ourselves. I want to be someone. Finally, you let go of someone. I in my life, I try to avoid this. Whenever I go up, I'm already professor at a public university. Not easy. I think Dr. Ganeshan, Dr. Ganeshan, to be professor in public university, not that easy. All right?
Yes.
It's very difficult, doctor. Very, very difficult to be professor in public university. I'm almost 10 years ready. I show myself. Even though Dr. Ganeshan read all the profile, I didn't show to the people. I'm very humbly to bring everybody on the board. I was in the Facebook. I was in the LinkedIn. Everybody I bring together. The whole nation, we grow together. That's what God created us. That's why we got only 2 eyes. Only we 1 nose, 2 hands. Everybody same. Not different. But why we make ourselves different? Why we make ourselves isolated? And that's the reason me and Dr. Ganeshan brought all the academic scholars from Malaysia, from Indonesia, from even South Africa, and so on to our community in India continent. So we will make things even growing very, very fast. I think we will doing very, very well. I really thanks to Dr. Frank, the man, and Dr. Jian. They're all behind the screen, but they're the men. Everything to motivate, call them what to do. So I always motivate them. You are young scholars. You are 30 years old. Please move yourself. So another issue, integrity. Nobody have integrity. When money comes in front of you, it just bypass integrity. You didn't even know how to keep the integrity. What do you mean integrity? You must understand yourself. And why a lot of corruption happen our student? What is your role model? What do you tell in the class? Why is student involved in the corruption and become super corrupted when they come? So you think it's because of money problem? I don't think so. Something that we need to look at it in school and at home also, So that's another issue. Cognitive, practical intelligence. We got everything knowledge. We are PhD holders. We are super lecturers. We are top lecturers. So what? My question, so what? Are you transferred to the young generation? Are you looking after yourself? So I'm not like that kind of person. Even my son got 9 A's. I was amazing. I don't know that he got because I didn't send him tuition. I never sent him tuition. I let him say, enjoy your life. I only sent tuition in Form 5. He make it happen. I make it everything independent. You do yourself. You go fly everywhere. What you need is you might support. But I don't want to interrupt. I didn't interrupt. I say only one word. You love your teachers. You take care of your teachers. Your teachers is a guru. And that's what you do. You already go to university. You do everything. You can fly everywhere. What you cannot do? So I bring them a kind of, and yesterday I think we were talking last period, emotional intelligence, very, very important. Control the emotion, control the things. When people are suffering, how many people motivate? How many people went down? A lot of teachers down. How many principals go to the teachers? You only know looking for the trouble, looking for the cause of the paper. You don't know why they are there like that. You don't do any kind of counseling session for the teachers. They are suffering. The teachers, they come, they have a lot of problem and the family problem and this and that. And finally, they are to come to the class. And so we as a leader, even headmasters, principal, you need a leader or the ministers or the people from the education department to lead you. We are very good on the writing, on the everything, but are we translating into the real life? So I coming back to the educational. What is education leadership? It's a process enlisting and guiding the talent, energize the teachers, peoples, parents. Remember, parents are important. How many principals in the school very close relationship with the parents? And if actually you are smart enough, you can bring the parents to like me, I'm professor. You can make use me as a parent, then I will come contributing. A lot of contribution I can do because I got a lot of contact there, and this is not very effective happen. So I really hope the headmaster or future headmaster or student, you bring the meaningful to your school. Okay. So as a school leader, they understand the important building community, very important building community. Your community is a student, parents, and surrounding. So you must build them. Empower teachers, cultivate this skill. Why you cannot empower teachers? Why you cannot empower your students? I empower them. I do everything. I give example in my own family. Okay, I'm going to have some event 2 days from now, very big event. I empower the young people, all my niece, you form the committee, you run the thing, I will support you. And they come back, wow, amazing. They come back with a banner, they come back with everything. This is the student that we need to train from the family. And then they say, uncle, I want money. Can you ready? Yes, ready, go. I say, so this is a transform into school and they're going to university. So why we cannot do this? Why you cannot empower our kids? We always say control them. But we never empower them. We never praise them. We never give a chance for them to do that. You giving the chance, definitely will go. Okay? Utilize data, resources. Don't go and create a lot of problem in the school. Create resources within resources, using them everything. Efficient, creative, collaborative, learning environment. And today, Prof. Carla was talking the teaching, how ontology, epistemology, methodology in the classroom teaching. But very interesting. She shared all kind of interactional teaching. So same thing also as a leader. How many headmasters in the morning go around to class, say hello to them? How many headmaster principal go and have a coffee with the student? Can you do that? You cannot do that. We got to put a barrier there. If headmaster come to the class, hey student, how are you? I can spend coffee for you. How much the coffee? Very cheap only. Ask the class, whatever your teacher can do coffee and bring to the class and treat them. They will be happy. They will remember you forever. Passionate your job. How many of us passionate? No, passionate not just for ourselves. We publish for ourselves. Are they publication go to the community? Is it go to there? So a lot of things, we have to think about that. So I come to the after 25 years. I really I really think that I didn't do much to my country. I'm still keep on doing. Actually, we already done the minimum wage for the millions of people. We're upgrading them to next level and so on. But I still don't feel happy because I need to contribute a lot. So I really hope God give me another few years to live. I don't know how long I'm going to live in this world. I come to the end, but I hope God give me another few years to change mindset. I'm changing the mindset in the university, very, very tough, changing them one after another. I see them in the eyes. I see them, they need us, their own eyes. They're presenting something. We need to help them. Okay. So leadership is a focused vision. Again, motivation. Why the word motivation came? Why? If you do qualitative research, thematic analysis, you look at the word motivation. So this is the word literature, feature, the team, people in your school, management system, process. Both leadership and management are essential for success. The success of school is actually by leadership. So when we become someone, if I become principal of school, I will empower everyone. I will make everybody happy. We make everybody happy in the school automatically will transform. Everybody happy to come. The moment they wake up, wow, I go to school as XYZ school. I want to teach my kids. So you're giving a lot room for them to grow. Give them a lot empowered to them grow. Principal must give the teachers empowered. Praise them all the time. Every single word. Produce certificate. It's a very, very less cost. Every week, every month you can come out certificate. Send the digital certificate. Teacher ABC, you've done very good job. Principal sign and give that. They feel very happy. I will do that in my class. At the end of the class, my student I sign. President of Dr. Ganeshan, maybe you will take into the point. We will sign the certificate and pass to every student. And then the certificate, they can get the job easily when they go out. So you can do that. Why you cannot do that? So when you put the rank to how do you followers see you, all right? The highest rank is a respect. People follow you because who you are, what you represent. So people respect you. People will see the result, everything. But the highest actually people see, they will respect you. So maybe in the beginning, students won't know what they have done. I got a lot of students in school when I teach Form 6 and Form 3 in one of the interior school in Sabah, and they are Form 3, and my student, they are very lacking on English. They don't like English, I brought them different method of English. I'm not an English expert. I'm a history and Malay studies. I brought them to the different way of teaching. I brought them to the outside. We create a garden for English and everything. They start loving, and they come back to university when lecturer. They call me teacher. I said, maybe I'm not a teacher. I'm not a lecturer. And they're very proud. Teacher, when you in the school, you told me about English. Now I realize how important. They remember you, although time will fly, but remember your English. So very, very important. When you see the good leadership school, vital for improving the learning outcome of the student. Don't even just give knowledge. What other side of things? Okay, you have to create the moral values, ethics, integrity, caring, loving, everything you create other part of the student and then become a global. We have very good textbook or literature, everything very good. That's why I asked Prokarla, can we learn something from America? What did she say? We are also learning each other. You see, so we are here to to not only just come listen, but when we go back from this room, 5 days courses arranged by Lavender Literature Club, Mirha, and also can bring for what reason? You bring back all the lecturers, the speakers here. They have spent their time. They come here. They sharing. Nobody paid. Am I right, Dr. Ganeshan? Nobody paid. All doing voluntarily work.
Yeah. Correct.
Work. And time is very important for us. I have no time at all, but we give time. What reason? Because we are come only one heart, want to help people caring. So now I would like to talk about how in University Malaysia Kelantan we bring a collaborative between university and industry. But this model can apply to school. Okay, so I'm going to brief a little bit what is the University Kelantan. We are the 19th university considered youngest, less than 10 years. We are about 14 years old, but we are the specialized university on entrepreneurship. And we are really training our students on entrepreneurship mindset together with the entrepreneur. 10% we're going to create entrepreneur, real entrepreneur. 90% of students we're going to create entrepreneur mindset on the industry. So the moment students go to the industry, they have this kind of mindset. So we are having a vision. We want to be number one in 2023, and maybe another 2 years, and ASEAN and Asia. So we already got clear vision. The same thing you need to have in your school also, very clear. You look at the Ministry of Education, and then you look at the education department and go to school. So that's how you do it. So this is the core business that we are looking at to bring our student into the level of entrepreneurship. Everybody talking entrepreneurship. So we are the champion, and I really hope people in this room can work together with the University of Malaysia Kelantan. And I already talked to the Deputy Vice Chancellor yesterday, and she's willing to come to India to help Indian universities or students. We can communicate on this. So I'm really hoping for this collaboration will come. So you look at this chart, you can see that how many collaborators we have, linkages. We got 40 partners, 25 academic partners, and you can see a lot of university community. And we also got 10 Age Council. We will bring all the industry CEO to the university. And I was one of the director in the past. I was a secretary for this. I saw a lot of CEO willing to come and help and post the money. That's why Dr. Ganeshan mentioned that I'm able to bring 1 million to the University of Malaysia Kelantan through my network, nothing much, through my network with another university, private university, only network, human touch. When human touch, people willing to help. How can people give 1 million? Use 1 ringgit, 1 rupees they cannot give. I'll give it 1 million because your network, your good heart, the person see your face, person see your image, and they're willing to come and help. So all this very important sorry, this is in Malay, but never mind. Some of you can learn Malay. We call kerjasama university and industry, meaning collaborative between university and industry. So where industry, where university, what is the outcome? So the green color is actually partnership, University Kelantan and industry. This model we created together during my, as a director, former director of industrial linkages. We created this model, right? And what is the outcome is you can see that you can bring a lot of graduate into the market through the industry collaboration. For example, we got McDonald's, we got KFC, we got Toyota, we got Isuzu, all of them come back to campus. We create the venue for students to collaborate with them, and finally they will recruit them directly from the university. Same thing also in school. We can do the same thing. We also can collaborate with what they call Toyota, Honda, and they have a lot of CSR. So I think Cikgu Jagdeep here in this room, Cikgu Jagdeep, you always can communicate with us. We are willing to help your school. Please come and get some input from us. We can. So university can go to your school to transform your student into the entrepreneurial mindset. And we're also willing to help other universities around the world. We're willing to support all of you. So finally, both party win-win. You win, I win, like that. So industry also win. They're going to promote their things. So that's one reason I brought the Bursa KL Stock Exchange Club. This is a CSR, corporate social responsibility. They are giving this club to all the universities. I got this through Mr. Ponia. I think Dr. Ganeshan, you know, Mr. Ponia is our friend. I think you know that last time we used a motorbike, Honda motorbike. Today, Mr. Ponia is a top 10 financial advisor in Southeast Asia. He's driving Audi. He got a big, I saw the children all top 10. He's a very humble person. And I meet after 20 years. Through the linkages with him, like I got Dr. Ganeshan here, I brought this club through him because he was one of the vice president in Bursa Saham at that time. So he brought, and Bursa already established in UMK. We are training our students to be legal investor. They can make money, legal investor through the Bursa. So this is how the linkages will come to the university. Why we are leader cannot think. Why I suppose the professor, I just do my teaching. I look after myself. I got another level to go, but I think my student, I love my student. Without student, I'm no more. I don't, regardless any race, I don't care. They all my brother, sister, they all my children, my son, my daughter. I treat them like that. So in fact, today, some student, I treated them, my MBA student, I treated them, I say, come, we have coffee together with you. How many lecturers, teachers like that? How many teachers willing go to their house and visit their parents and so on? No, not many people. So you look at the platform in this slide, we are focusing most on entrepreneurship, and we want to work close with the industry, and we try to bring value for the student, for the university, and so on. Like Tan Sri Feng giving 1 million. Under his name, we created our innovation fund. We are going to give a research fund and also give the fund to innovative product. We give grant 10,000 ringgit to each lecturer to come up with a new product, and the product will go to commercial. So that's how Tan Sri very, very happy. When Tan Sri come over, and we are going to meet him again, we're going to produce 10 best products already produced by scientists. And one of them, Dr. Jaya, I'm telling Dr. Jaya is a very, very humble person. Today, I was talking to him. He was very impressed with our conference. And Dr. Jaya is a top scientist in Malaysia, very young scientist, but very humble person. Dr. Rao, he came the first day. I think Dr. Rao was here with us talking about he's very humble, 2% scientist. So all these people actually work under me. I'm the mentor them. They will come to work. So I create this people to next level to be professor and so on. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to mentoring, and not only students, also lecturers and so on. Okay, and now I'm going to India and many countries in the world. All right. So University Malaysia Kelantan is actually involving a lot of students to attribute of the entrepreneur attribute. As an entrepreneur, you are willing to risk, you're willing to look for the failure, you're willing to stay back on the whatever circumstances you fail, your business collapse, you have to come back again. That is what we call entrepreneur. So when this group of students go to the industry feel very happy because they can stay back in any circumstances. So they're not going to for the salary, but they're going for the value creation. During the value creation, they make money for the industry. Industry can pay any amount of money to them. And I believe, I see my eyes, my students all millionaire. Okay, some of them already millionaire. They're very proud to see that. And then we are building our entrepreneurial ecosystem. So what we do? We bring the industry inside the campus and we make them to understand what we do in syllabus, in teaching, in terms of grant. They give grant money. So grant is available. Don't worry. School, don't worry. Shell can give money to you. Everything, So we need to create that kind of environment. We go together. We fly together. I want Cikgu Jadif, take it UMK as your school, Anangkat, adopted child. We train your kids. Don't worry. We work together. Why you isolate yourself? Please come over to our school. We're going to do the school as a starting point of entrepreneur. Once they finish the school, send back to UMK. We got a program they call Bachelor of Digital Entrepreneur. We got 2I means 3 years in university, 1 year in industry, or 2 years in industry. So we can bring these students, you can train them in the school. Don't wait until they come out, graduate, then you send them. Very pity on that. So train from the Form 3, Form 4, Form 5, and Form 6, they can go to the UMK and straight to do the degree. So that's what we really, really want to see. So when you have collaboration between industry and the school, you can see a lot of network. With that example here, we're putting we got a consultancy money, we got a grant, our industry training, no problem, because the industry was in the campus. So why not at a school, as a leader, you opening up a grant, opening up a venture for students to go abroad? Why you cannot do? Cikgu Jakdev can do. You can bring them to India. Bring some, the parents willing to pay. There are a lot of parents willing to pay the kids. Bring them outside the world together with my university student. Why you cannot do that? Why you cannot start mentor-mentee? Bring our students like here Jackie, here got Shalini, all these our MBA students, bring to your school, train them, change the leadership skill. We become the leader. We cannot hope for the Kementerian Ministry going to change. No way. We bring the minister and show to them what we done in the past. So that's how we grow. Why you isolate yourself? Sorry, Cikgu Jadif, I'm not saying any. I just give example, Cikgu. So sorry, I call Cikgu. Cikgu means in English teacher. I like to call Cikgu. So I really hope to see a lot of things coming out. You can see some of the industry linkages is really going on the different pace of the nation through the 4.0 IR, 5.0 IR, and so on. So create, now students don't like science, Science and technology is very important. Mathematics very important. Create them the venue for them to love science, because otherwise we lack of engineers. We are lacking now engineers. We don't have electrical engineer. We don't have the software engineer. How are we going to create them in the school? Tell them what to do. So otherwise we're going to have a big problem in the later to create our country to value change. So basically, if you look at why we create this collaboration between school and also industry, we need a leader, open mind leader, because we got the Ministry of Education. They are just facilitator. We the one down there. School is to play a role. School will give example. Don't care if you're top school, A school. We don't care about that. We can any type of school. In Kajang Utama is not top school. In the where my kids, I'm the professor. I can send him to the top school. Do you think I cannot? I can send him to private school. I just send ordinary school, and he make things happen. He say that I'll make sure that I do well. I will take care of them. You got 9 A's. It's normal school, but we give him value. We don't care about what kind of school. Today the parents spending so much money, go to tuition, and then finally the kids cannot do well because they occupy a lot, work, and they don't have no time. Why not you give freedom to them? Go to school, enjoy, expose them in the co-curriculum, export them in the, many things you can do. Why you cannot do? Bring to the KFC, they work part-time and so on. So finally, I believe with the mentor-mentee system, Dr. Ganeshan, I really hope Cikgu Jagdeep and other school, please come work together with the UMK. Our student willing to help. And I want to take some good example, maybe SMK Kajang Utama and also Cikgu Jagdeep School. Two schools can make a very big difference until the ministry will acknowledge that UMK and this school become top. And I believe KPM, Ministry of Education and Ministry, they will value us. They will appreciate us. Why we cannot do? We can start from somewhere. No, so that's why you come this kind of a forum discussion, bring back to your school, bring back to your university. And I want our students to change your mindset. Look at the world, your opportunities so much. You can explore yourself. Why look at China now? Why China can go very fast? The labor attitude, they want to across the globe. India can go everywhere. India can work together. You got a talent. You got top scientists there, all of them. Bring back to your country and you need to grow. So you need to come a lot, network and try to work together. Don't isolate yourself there. You are multi-language. In South India, speaking Tamil. Next to Dr. Frank, next your neighbor speaking Malayalam. On the top speaking Hindi. I was traveling all over India from Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, and Kerala. All this. So I admire this. The same thing. I went to China. I went to Beijing, Shanghai, and I went to Latin America, from Brazil to Argentina and Peru, and I went to North America. I went to Europe, many countries, Europe, all only one nation. We're working in the one big nation. That's all. There's no difference. But there's collaboration across the country, across the industry, across. Start from the small, micro, start from the school, start from the university, start from here, and then we across. Why student in India cannot come to Malaysia? Why no mobility? You can do a lot of online mobility. Why are you sitting there just, so who's going to blame now? Blame ourselves as a leader of the nation. I think Dr. Ganeshan, I think enough for tonight. I'm already opening up a new mindset, a new global mindset, not the national mindset, not the micro, it's a macro across the country, across the globe, and we can work as a big team. So that is my conclusion. And I believe I got my email there. You can communicate with me. All right. Thank you, Dr. Ganeshan. I will pass over to you.
Okay, Prof, is it that's all? Or you need to
finish. No. Finish. That's all.
Okay. Never mind, Prof. It's a wonderful speech from the chat box. You can read through, and I was reading in the chat box. Participants are so happy with your slot, although it's more of leadership, and then you try to connect with your university. And what I can see here is actually leadership. Of course, as we know, is everywhere. It starts from our home, and then it develops to a working place, to the country, and so on. As you know, as you are talking, there is a saying, the ultimate leader is one who is willing to develop people, as you said, Prof, to the point that they eventually surpass him or her in knowledge and ability. And from your slot just now, a lot of points were raised. You were highlighting a lot of points there. For example, leaders should motivate people. Okay, as a leader, we should motivate people. And leader also must have good personality, self-concept, and also we must lead by example. And there is a saying in Malay proverb, right? Kepimpinan melalui teladan. Lead by example. Leaders must have the vision and also motivate and mobilize. Okay, for the participants, I hope you have any question to ask to Prof. Bala. So this is the chance for us to share or to ask any question on leadership to Prof. Bala, because he's a very experienced person. And maybe to share any experiences on leadership, either in school, in college, or in your organization. I think R. Samanai has raised a hand. There's a question, is it? Mr. Samanai? Samanai.
Good evening, Prof. Bala.
Dr. Nadarajan, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Nada, proceed.
Oh, yeah, doctor.
Good evening, Prof. Bala.
Good evening. Yeah.
It is a very informative sharing, and I'm very impressed with the all the schedules undertaken towards prolonging this. Just one question, Prof.
Okay.
Despite our MOE, Ministry of Education, they have their own TVET program under their fold. To what extent can we spread our wings to produce our scholars for the blue collar job in Malaysia?
Okay.
Any
Thank you.
suggestions?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Nadang. I understand what you try. You come from the background of the computer science.
Yes.
I think, Doctor, time for hard time. We have to collaborate between KPT and MOE. Yeah, we cannot separate ourselves. They're like brothers, lah. Like KPT is like older brother and KPM is a brother. We cannot separate ourselves because at a school there are two kinds of students. One is really highly intellectual. That means they are really good. They're really good at maths. They're really good in BM, BI. We cannot deny that they are very good. But the other students that they are not good on this subject matter, but they're good in the skill. Example, repairing, radio. They can repair their handphone, mobile phone. So there are two types of students that the MOE must be considered. So to me, like this, when it start from 1, from 2, the teachers, school must identify. The school as a leader, the principal and the top management identify where the student will go. So drive them to that. Okay, when come to Form 4, put them in a vocational technical school because we got the MTON. MTON means all the technical universities waiting for them. So this university created like UNIMAP, WUTAM, like UMP, all these university, science-based university and technical university. And we also got a lot of other colleges. So if you can drive from them from 4, from 5, you put them, they will become back a normal in the later in their life. So you must separate these two. You cannot put together in the one basket and then you say we want to be top. Cannot. The time is already passed. Past is a past. So we as a leader, impact in the school or colleges, we need to identify these. We train our teachers to separate them. So from the day 1, when they went to the Form 1, you know already where they want to go. So I believe Ministry of Human Resources, we got a Jabatan Kemahiran Malaysia. So we can talk to them. So we need to a platform now. Talking, don't stay in MOE now. You must out of the MOE, go to the MOHR and go to that. So you see, most of the time in budget, they're only giving a lot of education for budget. Yes, true. But where the budget goes? And we can see a lot of students drop out of school, Form 5, don't know what to do. And that's why a lot of drug addicts will come in. Mark Rempit, in Malaysia we call Mark Rempit. Dr. Ganeshan, what is in English?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Mark Rempit. Mark Rempit means all these young people don't know what to do. They take the motorcycle driving. But now Put Panda already have that.
And so on.
Yeah, Put Panda. So I think, Doctor, answering the question, Doctor, time for MOE, KPT, and sit down and discuss to look at the skill, technical skill, and then other skill like in what they call a normal degree student. So you must be separate these two. Otherwise, the group left out. And when the school finish, they don't know where to go. And that's why a lot of problem will coming up. So I think I answer your question. Okay.
Thank you, Prof. Bala, for your lengthy explanation.
Prof,
Thank you again.
okay, there is a question in the chat box from Mr. Srinivas Rao.
Okay.
He was asking about in Indian higher education system, a lot of gap is existing between academic institution and industry. How can we reduce this gap and strategies for this in the context of India?
Yeah, thanks, Dr. Rao. I think very good question. Interesting question. You can come and learn with us in University of Malaysia, Kelantan, Dr. Ganeshan. Maybe ask Dr. Senior come and learn how we do in very easy. Actually, the leader is very important. The leader, academic leader, and the leader in the higher education and the ministry, they have to, like ours, very clear. Our Ministry of Higher Education already have policy, national policy, and national policy translate into the practical type in the university. Very clear. We are all clear. So we in the university, we only want to implement those policies in the what we have in higher education. Very clear. And we got vision, very clear vision. So how to start? Actually, you must bring all the top industry. They got money like Tata Foundation. They got millions of dollars. Amity University, Dr. Ganeshan, last time I was giving.
Yes, Amity. Yeah.
That university is the best example to how industry working together. It's actually founded by all the top people, all the businessmen, and they have campus around the world. So we can learn something from Amity. I go to Amity camp. I've been there many times as invited as speaker, and I feel that to start up this, the VC must have a vision. the top management at the university, vice chancellor, you must create a job like Malaysia. We got vice chancellor for industry linkages. You create the one and you talk to the industry and you giving win-win situation. One, you can contribute, how they can contribute. So when you do that, you can see the real picture. So India, time for Earth to change. You cannot stay in the old fashion now. You move out. So you might come to Malaysia. You must learn from Malaysian universities and Malaysian Ministry of Education what they do. So I think it's time for us to learn each other. And this is what I'm sharing you just now. Right? The model that I'm sharing to you is actually how collaboration between industry and what the benefit we found. A lot of benefit actually, not only one. A lot of benefit. A lot of grant come from industry actually. The industry give the grant and the lecturer can do research without hoping for the national grant. Doctor, I already answered your question.
Okay, Prof. There are few questions there from R. Samanaing. What can you utilize us for our topic on education, arts background? What can you utilize for our topic on education, arts background?
Actually, social sciences are very important. If you look at the social sciences, they on the policy side, like I just now talked leadership. So without social sciences, science people cannot go up. So you need to put a moral value, integrity, tolerance, good governance, corporate governance. All these come from the social sciences people. So when social science work with the sciences, then you see. So myself, I'm actually working with Dr. Jayaraj. I'm working with Dr. Rao. They're all scientists. You can ask me, how can Prabhala you work with the scientists? Very easy question. How you want to bring the social sciences, like Dr. Ganeshan. You're talking about history. I know, Dr. Ganeshan. Without your contribution, Dr. Ganeshan, there's no patriotism on our children. Our children will forget our past leaders. Am I right, Dr. Ganeshan?
Yeah.
And then if you don't teach them the value to rethink the contribution of the past leaders, and they don't know history. They simply say, who's the Indian? Who's the Chinese? They don't know. Simply, they come up with all pre-assumption. Because you teach them history, they understand their value. Oh yes, we are Malaysian. We are Indian Malaysian. We are Chinese Malaysian. We are Malay. So everybody come and work as a team. So this translated into the big picture. Arts, social sciences, and science can go together. Example, music. Do you think music can create a better working environment? I already told a lot of my industry people, why not you create music? Music, people like music, like to sing, like a song. If you go like Dr. Ganeshan, go to Latin America, two things will happen in Brazil. They play football. Everybody play football. From the airport, you can see everywhere in the kampung, everybody play football. Secondly is entertainment. They sing song, they dancing. Even they dance on the street, the vibrance is there, you know. So we don't undermine that. I think both is very important. I'm a social scientist. I believe social scientists can contribute a lot in terms of science people. So maybe answer his question.
Okay, Prof. There is another question. I mean, we got another where we can go for another 5 minutes. Okay, because it's only 10:40 in Malaysia. India is much more earlier. Okay, 10:40 p.m. From Shalini, she was asking about as a teacher or lecturer, their main duty in PNP is in Malay is pengajaran, pembelajaran, teaching and learning. But their engagement between students are still in concern. So as an academic leader, what is your opinion, Prof, about student engagement between, student engagement?
Dr. Ganeshan, maybe ask them to speak, maybe they will ask directly. Let them speak.
Maybe they can speak directly also, it should be better, right?
So that their audience will engage with us. Okay, Shalini,
I think
maybe you can ask directly, Shalini.
Shalini?
Yeah. Hi, Prof. Very good evening, Doctor and Prof and everyone. Okay, I have two questions, Prof. The first question is about the entrepreneurial leadership, where I go through a lot of literature review about entrepreneurial leadership. It plays an important role in an organization as a key role to success of the organization. So, what does Prof opinion about entrepreneurial leadership in organization?
Okay.
Okay,
right.
my
Thank you. I think there's a lot of leadership style. One of the leadership style was debated in literature now, entrepreneurial leadership. We also talking about coaching leadership and many leadership, ethical leadership. One of my PhD student looking at ethical leadership, and I think Salini is my MBA student. She's looking at entrepreneurial leadership in the MLM business, direct selling business. So you want to see how the leader with the entrepreneurial mindset, they can be good leader. Yes, true. The leader must have an entrepreneurial mindset. Without entrepreneurial mindset, the leader cannot deliver what they want to do in terms of vision. We got vision and mission, very good, very writing nicely. But with entrepreneurial mindset, they can able to go even far, to do that. So I think every leader, in regardless what kind of level they are, they're student, they are academic, they are teachers, they are whatever level, industry player, everybody must have entrepreneurial leadership. So I believe if you have nurtured this entrepreneurial leadership, you can be a better person. And you always be humble. Those people, Dr. Ganeshan, those people who got entrepreneurial leadership always humble themselves. They think they are not great other people, but they're super good actually, because they use entrepreneurial leadership as a base for them to grow. So as academic, if you have this entrepreneurial leadership, you can achieve your ambition. You want to be professor, you want to be a principal, you want to be a leader, you can achieve this. So I believe, Shalini, if you have this entrepreneurial mindset and you graduate from University of Malaysia, Kelantan, your degree, now you are looking for the master's, MBA, I believe that it can go beyond what you're expecting. So that is my answer for you.
Thank you for the answer, Prof.
Dr. Ganeshan, we got, thanks, Shalini. Dr. Sharil got here.
Sharil, just now what is a question, I think, from Sharil.
Senior manager in Proton.
Your DBA. Sharil, can...
My DBA, Doctor Business.
Can ask the question, Sharil? Yeah.
Good evening, Prof. Bala.
Yeah, introduce yourself, Sharil, little bit.
Yeah, I'm Sharil, your DBA student in UMK. Okay, last semester undergo for the course HRM with Prof. Bala. All right. So my question here, with the current changes in the world of pandemic, after the pandemic, the way of managing and doing things in the organization had been changed and become dynamics. Okay, now people are now more communication through online meetings and done through online and less on the face-to-face. So how we as a leader in the organization should do to adapt to the new way of leading the organization, especially on the current new way of doing things after this pandemic.
Okay, thank you. And Sharil is one of the senior marketing manager of the Ganeshan in Milan for Proton, the car manufacturing, the biggest car manufacturing, senior manager. Thanks, Mr. Sharil. I really appreciate, admire for that question. Yes, true. Regardless, online, face-to-face, non-face-to-face is the same. Doesn't matter. As a leader, you need to trust your staff. You need to empower them. But most important, the people down to your staff. Let's say your CEO, you need to have integrity placed from the beginning. Any circumstances, whether you are face-to-face, online meeting, whatever, the degree, the discipline almost same. What discipline it is? Moral values, integrity, and governance must be there. Example, when during the pandemic, we run the class all full line. Am I right, Mr. Sharil? True or not?
Yes. Yes,
I extend from the class? Did I lower the quality of education? Yes or no?
No.
I see. So regardless, face-to-face or not face-to-face, quality is quality. So impact, I believe all of you, there's one time saying that, Prabhala, thank you very much. The knowledge that you passed to us. And we bring a lot of industry people, am I right? We bring people from the other party. So you can see that it's a driving force. So as a leader, trust the staff. If you don't trust the staff, and you cannot achieve anything. So we have to create that kind of mindset. That's why I'm telling you, entrepreneurial mindset, very important. So with this kind of mindset, you don't need to worry your staff. Your staff will working for you. He will very highly committed to you, loyal to you, because you know them better. So if we don't put that kind of value, that will allow hanky-panky will happen in the organization. Example, they will cheating. They will try to avoid themselves. And all this happen. But if you create from the beginning, so anything, this pandemic actually opening up a way of life in the future, that the world is actually nothing We change is similar, same, but we need to adapt to the new environment. So I believe every CEO must be a mentor, must be a coach, must be transformational and leadership, entrepreneur mindset. I think company can do very well. I think that's all, Doctor. Mr. I can call Doctor lah. Very soon you'll be a doctor also.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Dr. Ganeshan, you can see, our brothers, sisters, all, Malay,
Good.
Chinese, Indian, all
Very good,
here.
very good. It's a multiracial. Very good.
Okay, Dr. Ganeshan, I pass to you.
Okay. Any other question? Any other question from the participants?
There will be Muhammad, I think the student. Raise a hand.
Muhammad Irfan Iqbal.
Yes.
Doctor.
Yeah. Your question, Irfan.
Yeah. Hi, Dr. Ganeshan and Prof.
Yes.
I want to ask, since Dr. Ganeshan used Malay proverb, which is leadership through example.
You're from where, Iqbal? You're from student from where?
I'm from UMK.
Oh, UMK. Okay.
Student Prof Bala.
Oh, right.
HRM students. Okay.
Yeah. Since you use the proverb of leadership through example, I want to ask to Prof. Dr. Bala, what is the advice and also what is the suggestion that you can give through the students, since we go through in the pandemic and also we have through a lot of challenge with we didn't have work for the fresh graduates and so on in this pandemic. So what is the leadership, for example, that you can suggest to us in this pandemic? Can you give suggestion?
Okay. I get a simple, briefly to explain. In the year 2001, I wrote one article, teleworking. Okay. Teleworking is a similar like working from home now, right? That was in 2001. Now what year? 2020, am I right? So almost 20 years later, things happen. But 2001, I already highlighted the issue in my paper. The paper is still available online. You can go and read. And I already highlighted changes must happen in the workplace. Changes must happen to organize. I already talked to them, redefine the law, and nobody listened to me at the time. Because I already know, I don't know pandemic, I don't know, but I already know that teleworking going to be a thing. So like your question come back, leadership by example. Yes, true. If you are a leader, you don't show the example, good example to your followers, and how are you going to be good example? So we need to be change our mindset. That's why I'm telling you we should change our mindset first. Where we are leader. What kind of leader? Just now I was talking to you, autocratic leader, democratic leader, and leader by like charismatic and so on. You need to have all kind of leadership. But by the end of the day, what you want to bring back to your followers? What do you bring back? Sorry, Dr. Ganeshan. Yesterday, my student, full class, 8 o'clock in the night. I was amazing to see everybody attend. I didn't put so much rules regulation, they will come to class. Meaning to say what? You already drive them to you no need to go and tell them one by one, no need. They know. They're exciting to come to your class. Same thing, go to company. Exciting. You go to college, Dr. Ganeshan, your student maybe come back, wow, today Dr. Ganeshan going to teach something else. And you start like parables, am I right? You're very good at parables. And you're good in Malay, I cannot beat you. You are, and of course, our friend Dr. Nada, I really respect him. So you see, you're well versed in all language. So Irfan, very easy. Irfan, you must take mentor. Let's say Irfan, you want to follow me. Follow me. You can take all the good values, and I can create you a super leader in the future. So you, the one actually lead, determine what is going to happen in the future. So we got brothers like Mr. Sharil. We got our brothers, Dr. Alex, Dr. Jillian, all of them are our students. Our Dr. Nur Kamila here. So why don't you follow us as example? And they will teach you what to do. So we get a big community and we grow together. And that's what you are as a university student. You are so much independent. You have to lead your life by yourself. We cannot teach you. You know where to go. Don't depending on the lecturers. Don't depending on you. Come back and tell ideas. And I think Irfan and Dr. Ganeshan, we did one guest speaker. Within hour, Irfan come back with a nice poster. And that industry person, Miss Parimala, was amazing. And say, how can your student within 2 hours can organize everything, And that's what Irfan did. So Irfan, I found that he got talented to come up with a kind of nice poster. So I pick up him. So you're going to do something else on the future. As a lecturer, as academic, I need to identify the talent. I cannot let go of the talent. So I have to reward them. I have to give something. So that's how you see this kind of student when go to the industry, they will remaining the same as this what they have done in this. They need a mentor actually, Dr. Ganeshan. They need a good
Okay,
leader.
bro.
Thank you, Prof.
I have one question actually.
Okay.
Regarding your slot just now, you were mentioning about human touch in leadership, human touch by a leader in his leadership qualities. What is that actually, Prof? Human touch. How are we going to use this concept in our leadership? Experience and so on. In any organization, doesn't matter it's in educational or what. It's a good idea, I think, human touch. What is it, Prof, actually?
Okay. What do you mean human touch? Actually, we are good leaders. Okay, everybody is good leaders. You can see a lot of leaders. But how many of them like Mother Teresa? Okay, you know Mother Teresa in India? Mother Teresa come from Europe when she come and live in India. You know, how many of them like Mother Teresa? How many like Gandhi? Okay, how many of them like even Dr. Mahathir? Okay, Dr. Mahathir was start a vision in what? In 1980s, remember, Doctor?
1991, I guess.
1991, sorry. Vision 2020. He transformed the country. He transformed the whole thing, you know. You see, one time we're very proud to see Malaysia growing very, very fast. And okay, the touch is like this. Okay, when you will engage with the student, what kind of touching you give them? Are you encourage them? Are you motivate them? That's why the word motivate come again. So touching the life of people. You know, in our classroom, Doctor, there are many people B40 group. They all family breakdown with the parents. You know, I see a lot of them. Some of them never eat. You know, Doctor. Even the university. I think you and me are same category. Yeah, those say we are very poor. Am I right?
Yes.
So we don't have. I really very close with your gang. Sorry to say, Doctor. I'm telling you, your batch is a super batch. I really enjoy with your batch. The moment you come, your batch, wow, everybody exciting. Everybody has no barrier. You guys like fantastic, you know. And Dr. Ganeshan, I will say that you're a hockey player. At that time,
Yeah.
you play with foreign countries, and it's very humble person. I see from the day one until now, the same Dr. Ganeshan I saw, and the same Dr. Nada I saw, that the same Jagdeep. So all of us got value the human touch. That's why today we are get together. We go abroad to the country, and we are nothing. We are not hoping anything. Am I right? We are hoping money, nothing. We are freely will give. How many people do like that? Doctor, sorry. People outside, first thing, I will pay money or not? Not even touch. When Astro Awani called me, I didn't ask single cent. I fly from Kota Kinabalu to KL, my own money. That's why you can see they are very much closer with me. And that's why every time anything. So how many people like that? Even 1 cent they cannot spend. Then how human touch you have? Okay, so you must identify our student in the classroom or without classroom in college. There are many people need our support. And sometimes the students don't voice up, they just quiet. I have an engagement with some student, I'm talking, they voice out their problem. Then I know that, their background. Then we start motivate them. So, Doctor, even you become politician. I already told one of the webinar in the last time of election, Doctor, I told them, if you don't have human touch, you're going to lose. Definitely they're lost. They're lost already. So any leaders who's in the country, you want to be prime minister, you want the minister, doesn't matter. But do you have human touch or not? Are you touching the life of people? And that's how you can see the outcome of this concept. It's a new concept, but it's workable in industry.
Okay, Prof. Any other question from the floor, from the participant? It's going to be 11 p.m. in Malaysia.
I can see a lot of vibrant. Everybody participated. I really.
In other words, Prof, I just want to give a conclusion for the leadership. Actually, leadership is actually consists of the principles, skills, and attitudes that integrate knowledge, trust, and power. Okay, it's actually upon ability. Whatever it is, in whichever organization we are, leadership is the main purpose, main aspect to lead the organization for the betterment of the organization, even in the family, the leader in the country, political leader, and so on. I think that's all for now for today. 4th day. Tomorrow we have another 2 speakers. Thursday and Friday we have 2 speakers, and Saturday is the final day. I hope all participants will join together until the end of this short course on Saturday. Thank you very much for staying the night is still alive. Huh?
Doctor, can we take a picture? All of them open their camera. We can
If
have
they want to, no problem. Can on the camera. I mean, camera.
We take the memory, photos with all the participants. You can see all the faces, all the great leaders. Okay, Doctor, you can take the photo. Maybe, Doctor.
I'll send it to you, Prof.
Okay. All right.
Okay, thank you very much. And I hand over to Miss Risha for this session tonight. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ganeshan, Prof. Bala. Good night.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Risha, your mic, Risha.
Yeah. Dr. Shamini also here. Huh?
Yeah, Dr. Shamini is here.
Oh, okay. She was speaking also, kan?
Yeah, on Saturday.
Okay.
First slot.
Okay.
Hi, Prof. Hi, Prof.
Hi, Doctor. How are you? I saw you are publishing a lot of good papers. Congratulations.
Finally, wrote so many
Saturday
papers.
will be her slot, first slot, then mine, second slot.
Yeah, she also.
And Friday will be Mr. Jagdeep. Mr. Jagdeep.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm finalizing my PowerPoints.
Good.
Okay.
Prepare.
Cikgu Jagti, don't forget, close relations with the UMK. We got a champion.
Yes. I'm thinking how to connect to UMK, how to bring UMK into my school.
Yeah. Our friendship
Sure,
transformed
Jagdeep,
into
don't
the
worry.
high impact.
You can liaise with the prof, no problem.
Yes.
Our friendship turned to be a high impact school.
High impact friendship.
Okay, I think Jeplet, are you there? You can turn on your mic, I think. Dr. Nada, see you soon in Sabah, Keningau. I'm coming down soon.
Yes, Prof. I will receive you at the airport.
Because my son will go there as soon as possible, so I'll be meeting you guys there soon.
Okay, just keep in touch, Prof.
Yeah, sure. We're going to have a Tenom coffee there in Tenom.
Yeah, you should drive down.
True. Okay, Dr. Ganeshan, I think.
Okay, Risha, it's to you, Risha. You can close.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you for moderating the session for us.
Yeah.
And thank you, Professor Dr. Balakrishnan, for giving us a great guidelines to be a good leader and showing us the qualities of a good leader. And thank you very much for being with us today. Thank you, sir.